Brent Stock South here, and you got to see this. Well, you don't have to, but I thought you might find it interesting. See that house? That house, I lived in that house. It was brand new back in, I would say, late 1952. My parents got that house. Well, let's see, we were living in an apartment in Elizabeth, New Jersey, near Warrenaco Park, if I recall right. I might be wrong on the park, but it was we were right off a park, and I guess they decided they'd rather move out into the suburbs, and there you go. This house. I think my father bought this house on the GI Bill. I remember the folks went to see the house. My father said, "Yeah, we like this house. We'll buy it." And the guy said, "Well, can you give me a deposit?" And the old man said, "Well, how much do you need?" He says, "Well, what do you got?" My father says, "Well, I got $3 in my wallet." The guy says, "Okay, I'll take I'll take a $2 deposit on the house." Indeed, that's true. That's true. Now, again, we lived there from about late 52 to somewhere around 1955, 56. And I don't think the house was much more than, I think I may have said $2,000 or $3,000. That's it. And I imagine it's still standing in Island, New Jersey. It was a brand new house back in the day. The front door, okay, let's see. Front door, that would be the living room right in there. And then the kitchen over here. And they had a carport. So your car at least would be out of the elements somewhat. And then behind, in the back of the house, there was a bedroom for my brother and I, and a bedroom for the folks, and a bathroom. That was it. And then upstairs, there were steps going up into the attic, and you could eventually you could build, rather, not buy, but you could buy the materials and build yourself a second floor. Some of the houses had dormers, so you had a little more room up. They were more the deluxe model. It's true. It's true. Gosh. And I don't think, I don't think that house was more than $2,000 or $3,000. I don't think it was much more than that. And yet, my folks worried about how they were going to pay for it all. And what was really cool was there was a window here right off the kitchen, and I could sit there in the morning while everyone was asleep. I could sit there and eat like cheese and crackers or make myself some toast. I couldn't have been much more than I was probably about 8 years old, something like that. And the Pennsylvania Railroad, the main line from Newark, New Jersey to Philadelphia, was right there. And the trains went by doing about anywhere from 60 to 90 miles an hour. Yep, freight trains came through. Oh, I was in heaven. It was like having my own train set. Oh God, I love that house. It really, I'd probably still be there. It was pretty cool. Oh, and behind the house, there was a business behind the house. The guy sold. He was like an ice cream man. He had like Italian ices that he would sell. I guess he'd drive down the road and sell them. And if he had any left over, if us kids were smart, we'd be hanging out back. When he came back when his trucks came back in, and quite often, well, if we asked nicely, quite often we would get a discount Italian ice. Sometimes we just get one. Maybe one got a little too warm or something. But it was a heck of a place. Island, New Jersey. Yeah. Let's see. Garden State Parkway, Pennsylvania Railroad went through there. Route 27. Yeah, it was pretty neat. It's a good old house. And again, I imagine it's still there, unless something awful happened to it. I can't imagine. But it was a great little starter house. What? 4 rooms. 4 rooms and a bath. Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of love. My folks, I think, had a really good time living there. It was okay by me. And I enjoyed it. Eventually moved to a bigger house in Chester, New Jersey, and that was kind of cool too. In fact, quite nice. Anyway, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory forever. So be it. Okay, well, anyway, home sweet home. See you later, friends. Thank you, and God bless.